Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl, Black Girl Minimalism. Today is the day after my birthday. I'm into my 36 era. 30 sexy, that's what I said it was. So I hope that you guys had a wonderful weekend. I did. I got to spend a lot of time with Babe, and she really made my birthday feel special and calming, at ease, all the things. And I think I really didn't feel like it was so much. I never really feel like my birthday is about me, except for it's my birthday. But I got to spend it with my best friend, my partner, my wife, and we really took our time into the weekend each particular day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because we're also doing other things as well. So I think we didn't feel too overwhelmed in the energy. So, yeah, going to get into the read. The first card that we received, we're using the Neoteric Feminine Guidebook deck. The first card that we received is the Last Stand, Persistence, Grit, Resilience, Perseverance, Near Success, and Fatigue. So you might be in a place where you're nearing a particular outcome or goal or whatever, and you might feel a little tired in that space, because when you're kind of working towards something, it does take a little extra oomph to get there. Or you might be feeling like, oh, okay, I've been doing so much work in the meantime, when do I have time to relax or digress or reflect or things like that? But it's saying that you're nearing success. So the way that you're doing it right now is working. Just hang on a little bit, okay? The next thing to come up is the King of Cups. It just flew right out. So the particular energy that comes with this card is being wise, diplomatic, balanced head. So you're thinking about the decisions that you're making and taking time to get there. Devoted, advisor, and counselor. So you'll be acting as, maybe you'll get more calls, maybe you get more messages where people will be asking more questions and opinions from your perspective. So making sure to fill your cup, because this is a King of Cups, so that you can offer more to other people. Okay. The next thing to come up is Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups has to do with choices. That's what I see it as. You have a lot of choices at this time, or choices are being presented to you. So you'll be taking time to decide on that. Okay. My boo. Okay. Okay, a lot came out. Let's do this. Sorry, guys. Y'all know I have to position. Okay. So the first thing to come up is the Hermit card. This has to do with self-reflection, introspection, contemplation, withdrawal, solitude, and search for self. So sometimes when you withdraw, it's because you're trying to make clear on things that you're doing in the current time. Doesn't need for so much feedback. The feedback is within yourself. So that's why you would, take time to go into the Hermit energy and put yourself in a place of solitude so that you can hear things clearly. The next thing to come up is a Fool card, walking blindly into something. This has to do with beginnings, freedom, innocence, originality, adventure, idealism, spontaneity. And this came up in church yesterday because he talked about serendipitous moments that are unexpected, but they happen, they flow, and it's not something that you would have thought, oh, okay, I don't know, I'll get a random deposit today, or I'll be reached out from a person that I haven't heard from in a while, but it's for good reason. So you're blindly walking. It looks like, she's looking into her phone. So this has to do with maybe a call or message, I think. And you have the sun energy behind you. So I see that as good news, or a good conversation or communication coming in for you. The next thing to come up, it has to do with the Justice card. We are still in Libra season, so this has to do with karma, consequence, accountability, taking accountability, law, truth, honesty, integrity, and cause and effect. There is an outcome based on one thing happening first. So that's where that cause and effect comes in, the balancing scales, right? So we're balancing the scales at this time. And then the next thing that we have coming up is the Empress. You're sitting in an energy of letting whatever is to come. You're feeling very comfortable in that energy as well. You're birthing something because she has a belly that she's holding, and then she has her cup of coffee. We're now at Starbucks, but they're temporarily closed, so we will be finding coffee on the way out of here. And then you're in your divine feminine energy. You're feeling your vibe. You're maybe feeling more sexy, more more in tune with you as a whole, your whole body, your inner self. And I feel like when your inner is comfortable, then your outer shines more, okay? And this has to do with sensuality, fertility, having a bit of charm too, nurturing, creativity, beauty, abundance, and nature, okay? So getting outside could be precious and influential to influence next steps for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a bit windy, so I'm using a book to hold the cards down. Okay, so the next thing to come up is the High Priestess. This is a beautiful card. Outside of the Empress energy, you have the High Priestess, you have the Star card as well. Is another great card to get. So the High Priestess has to do with unconscious intuition, mystery, spirituality. You're in your higher power self and your inner voice. You're following your inner voice. I believe your inner voice has to do with being connected with spirit, with God. He will speak to you when your mind is clear, the atmosphere is at its peace, and it's element for him to just do his miracles in your life. Okay, things want to flow away. Okay, the next thing to come up is a Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful energy. This is divine feminine energy. Queen of Pentacles. This has to do with your finances, generous, caring. You're in a flow. You have the King of Pentacles, and then you have the Queen. When I think about the King of Pentacles, more of a masculine, kind of assertive. There is no room for negotiation. With the Queen of Pentacles, though, from a place of nurturing, you're offering something. So caring, nurturing, home, body, good business sense still, practical, comforting, welcoming, sensible, and luxurious. So you're in a space where you want to feel more luxurious in what you're providing for yourself. Your finances, you're taking care of it, but you're also not afraid to use it for what it needs to be used for. If it's for yourself, if it's for family, to improve upon their life, you want to see that happen for them. So that's the Queen of Pentacles energy. The next thing to come up is a Page of Cups. And this has to do with idealism. I see this from an idea perspective, in birthing new ideas, head in the clouds, inner child. So you're following your dreams at this time and coming from an innocent place. That makes sense for the Fool card, because when you think about the Fool card, you're flowing with not expecting something, but maybe possibility of that serendipitous energy happening for you. So thus far, we're at 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to pick 2 more cards for us, and then I'll be finished with the read for today. Today is Monday. It's the start of the week, October 13th. So I'll say this. We have the 6 of Cups. Have the inner self. I see this as inner child energy, and also proudly gifting something to them, the inner child, or your younger self, fulfilling a younger self goal, maybe. Nostalgia, memories, familiarity, healing, comfort, sentimentality. So you're open for, seeing other perspective, open to feel things as well, and reaching a place of pleasure. And then you have the House in the back, which is present as well. So feeling at home may be a point of feeling that place of healing as well. The next thing to come up is heartbreak. So maybe something might stir tug at your heartstrings. Sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, or trauma, and tears. So, I see this as leaving behind something, but the next card that comes up is this, the Queen of Swords. So you're ready for what is next. That has to do with honest, independent, principled, fair, providing constructive criticism, objective, and perceptives. So you're open to, the perspective of what's coming forward. It's not going to break you, but you're ready for it, okay? And then the next thing to come up that's facing up, I always say what's facing up in the deck is the World card. This has to do with completion energy. You have to do with achieving your goals, fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness, and harmony. So this is where you're walking towards, the World card. I love you guys so much. Happy Monday and enjoy your week. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.